Kaizen is not my real name. It is an ideology I have decided to associate myself with. Kaizen is a Japanese word that means ever improving. Not always taking a step forward, which is something I also preach. It means evaluating our processes and always improving how we do things. Improving our methodology, improving our processes. That really is the goal behind this podcast of mine. I make games, and I want to improve. I want to be the best game developer I can be, which means being the best me I can be. Being the best boyfriend, best brother, best friend, best mentor, best employee, and best me. This podcast is us taking this journey together. As I improve, the content will aim more towards games and less towards self-improvement. I will make playlists to organize it so people who primarily want one content over the other can seek it. But I want to make the purpose of this podcast clear. Kaizen is about improving. We will always get better. This podcast will get better. We will get better. We will learn together. We will teach together. And we will grow together. And to do that, we have to reflect. We have to be honest with ourselves about who we are now, where we want to go, and what has to change to get there. Here is my reflection. I want to do more with my life. I want to go back to my prime. I was a really good coder. A really, really good coder. I felt like I could do anything if I put the work into it. When I was in university, I made the coolest projects. I had the best friends to do it and share it with. I had the drive to work 10 to 16-hour days every single day. And as much as I know that is not sustainable in the long term, there is no reason I couldn't be doing better than I currently am. Now I'm 24. I'm 20 pounds heavier than I was then. I'm just trying to keep my 5 to 8 hour day energy levels consistent 6 to 7 days a week. Throughout the week, I'm a full-time employee. Every weekend, I'm a full-time game developer. I always wanted to put equal effort into both worlds. I know that's not really reasonable, but I want to. There's no reason I couldn't, because I know that the effort I'm putting in, the amount of work I'm producing now, it's not half what it was back then. I'm maybe producing 10%. I don't need to go back to my unsustainable ways, but I'm definitely not doing well. I don't work out, I don't run as much as I used to, I don't do sports, and the amount of friends I see regularly have diminished significantly. Now, in my defense, COVID greatly contributed this year, but even before COVID, I've had these feelings. I just haven't done anything about it. That is, I haven't consistently done anything about it. I'll get bursts of energy here and there that may last a week or two, maybe a month, but I never actually change for the better. I want to be the best me. I want to be 10 Kenzai. That is, I want to be me at my best, 10 out of 10. Even today, as I write, perform, and edit this podcast at 6 a.m. before my day job, I'm not being my best me. I'm high right now. I woke up with the intention of doing my full morning routine. This includes yoga, a light bodyweight workout, and an extremely short run in the cold. Yet, I didn't do yoga. I didn't go on my run. But instead, I smoked a joint and stretched while watching YouTube. I did end up waking up on time, writing the script, recording this podcast, and doing the work. But I didn't help my health, and now I'm going to be sobering up right as my work-from-home job starts. To clarify, where I live, weed is and has been legal for a while, but doing it in the morning is not setting the right intention or tone for the day. Being slightly high at the start of a workday is not okay, even if it's a work-from-home job, and in the past I used to be my 10 out of 10 self while being high. I haven't shown that capability in a couple years. Today, we're changing that. We can all agree that we want to be the best we can. We have ambitions. It's this meat body of ours that limits the mind. Our senses take trillions of bits of information every second, and our mind is capable of computing trillions of bits of information every second. But we have limitations. Most of what we do and think is on autopilot. determined by the choices and decisions we've consciously made in the past. Our conscious thoughts, the ones we have to fight to make, drive the patterns our unconscious mind pulls from. We have to consciously make the right choices in order for this amazing brain of ours to actually start working for us instead of for our bad habits. When we drive to work, we have to drive the path that passes by McDonald's and intentionally say, "No, I do not eat McDonald's." When we get the urge to get high, we have to intentionally say, "No, I don't want to get high." We have to break the thought patterns. Whatever cues trigger our brain to do the bad habit, we have to reprogram our mind consciously to not respond to the trigger. At the same time, we need to foster new cues that lead to good habits. Today, we're changing our life. I challenge you to join me on a new experience, one where we commit to it by fostering a community together. We don't have to struggle alone in the dark. We can be the accountability partners we always wanted. We can support each other, forgive our mistakes, and change our environments to foster this new programming we're about to endure. We're making a decision. Some say there's a blue pill and a red pill. I say there's the success pill. The philosophy that the best investment you can make is in yourself. That we are successful people, and we do what successful people do every single day. We aren't hard on ourselves and don't focus on the negative, but instead focus on loving ourselves while always taking one step forward. Even if your goals aren't clear yet, gaining the momentum is the hard part. Turning is easy. I'm going to be the best game developer, and that means bettering myself. If you want to be the best artist, gamer, coder, whatever it is, if you want to be the best at your craft, you have to be the best you, and I challenge you to join me. Today, I'm setting out some goals. By the next podcast, I'm going to make these changes in my life. I'm going to move my smoking instruments to a shed in the backyard. It should not be on my porch. It shouldn't be something that can be easily autopiloted. It should be a conscious decision I make as a 0-calorie alcohol equivalent to celebrate a successful week. I'm going to properly fuel my body. I will drink more water and stop drinking juice. I will drink more black coffee and stop drinking sugary energy drinks. I will take vitamins daily and stop smoking weed when I'm alone. I will drink fruit smoothies every morning and stop getting fast food for breakfast. I will change the trajectory of my life. I will consciously make new habits and break bad ones until the new habits become my subconscious behavior. And I challenge you to do the same. If you're willing, leave a comment with the changes you will make and we'll stick to them together. I will be completely honest with all of you through this experience. If I eat shit, I will tell you. If I smoke, I will tell you. And I expect you to do the same for me. Even if you aren't comfortable commenting, I expect you to be honest with yourself about it. And most importantly, if or when we fuck up, we forgive ourselves and keep going. If every step we take is a step forward and 1 in 50 is a step back, that's okay. It's only a problem if you keep stumbling backwards. We have to catch ourselves, catch each other, forgive us, and immediately change our behavior. Make the steps you need to do today. Change your environment for the better. Thank you for listening to today's podcast. I'm going to leave you with a few words, as I do every single day. You may recognize them from last podcast. These words are actually my affirmations that I tell myself every morning. Do everything with purpose. We believe in ourselves and trust in our wisdom. We are successful people. We are confident and we are capable in what we do. See you next time.